Well, hello there. Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a general reading, so eat the meat, spit out the bones, take what resonate, and leave the rest behind. Alright, I am burning some Palo Santo, cleansing the energy. Today is Sunday, November 16th. I hope you all are having a good day. Hope you got your errands done, your laundry, you're watching some football if you're in America, or wherever, watching American football on Sunday. Alright, y'all. Let's see what's going on, collective. I know somebody's heartbroken. Three of Swords here. Someone here is in a lot of pain, a lot of grief. I don't know if this is you or not. It kind of popped out, so I'm not going to take it and accept it as your energy, perhaps. But there is this overwhelming, sense of pain and sadness with someone here. Yeah. Put that back in there. Just that damn Seven of Swords, but it's in reverse. Someone can't even hide it. I've been seeing a lot of the Seven of Swords today. There is a theme around things not being exactly what they appear to be on the outside. So there could be a lot of snakes in the grass. That's what I'm sensing. A lot of Aries, Gemini, and now you. I just want you guys to know that, you need to be very protective of your energy at this time. And I don't want to induce, and I'm not saying that to make people feel fearful or anything. We got the Sun card here, so there's a lot of happiness and joy that you have been living in. Okay, so I don't want you to think that I'm trying to tell you this to make you feel sad or upset. But you definitely need to protect your energy, because you, my friend, my chosen one, my collective, my cosmic gang, my colleague and friend, you inspire people. But what that inspiration does to some, and I don't want to keep talking about, the haters, as if there's not anything that we need to work on or improve on. Because right now, our energy is very self-focused. So sometimes you may be wrestling with guilt, feeling guilty, feeling selfish, feeling like you're doing something wrong. Oh, it shouldn't be this easy. It shouldn't be this. How come I don't, don't think like that, okay? You have done your part, and you are playing the position that you are assigned to play right now. So, does the alligator apologize for eating the whatever it eats? No. I mean, do we apologize we should apologize for how we get our food. But, do we need to go apologize to steers and, cows and pigs? Well, steers are cows. Pigs and chickens, and apologize to them? No. So, you don't need to apologize for being happy, is what I'm trying to get at, basically. You've been feeling really good lately here, or at least you got a lot of energy. Ooh. This is definitely a workplace or something here with this Eight of Cups reverse and this Emperor here. This is giving you reluctantly had to leave a position, a job, a relationship here with someone who's a little domineering, a little excessive, a little want to be the boss but don't know how to make anything work for real. Yeah, the Death card with the Three of Cups. The Three of Pentacles and the Emperor. So definitely you're leaving behind a situation here. But, you're happy. You're a lot happier. Trust me, if you had stayed in that job, if you stayed in that relationship, you would be miserable. So yeah, it kind of sucks you had to leave some friends behind. You know, not talking, going low contact with your family may mean you may not get to speak to some of your relatives that you actually do like because of proximity. Leaving that job, that relationship, that person may not have been all the way terrible, but you know, you had to do what's best for you, and you don't need to feel bad for that. Knight of Swords here in reverse. Yeah. You've been cut off from communicating with certain people here. Like Spirit has taken some people out of your life that you do not need to be around. You may be even intuitively, like you may have known for a while that you need to clear some people out of your life, but you've just been reluctant to. Who is this person? Yeah, this person wants to hold on for dear life because they know that you're moving away with this Three of Wands here. This person is trying to hold on to you. Like, someone energetically knows. And there's Knight of Swords in reverse here. This is someone who you and this person may have used to like really get down back in the day. And I'm not talking like sexual. I'm talking like just you used to party real hard. It's given like, you know, your right hand man. This could have been your, you know, your buddy, your guy, you know, your friend that you call. They had the best shit in town. You know what I'm talking about? That could have been this person. You and this, y'all used to be as thick as thieves. You know what I mean? You could have been really getting down, and like you can't really be around this person no more because you don't drink like that, you don't smoke like that, you don't snort like that, you don't pop pills like, you know what I mean? You don't get down like that no more. This isn't the, you know, oh, back in my day we used to, you know, go get a bottle of this and bust down some, you know, roll a couple blunts and just go party and do all kinds of crazy stuff. You're like, I ain't doing that no more. But this is someone who you've been really close with. You know what I mean? Like, yo, A1 from day one, but you and them are like, y'all going in different paths now. Some really hard decisions are going to need to be... First of all, we're not even making decisions. We're past that. With the Three of Wands, we've already moved on. You're moving towards a better future here. One that has more options, bigger boats, more stable people here, right? Power in reverse, and I think you finally woke up and saw the writing on the wall of like where your life was headed if you continue to keep drinking, smoking, going out, clubbing, in this relationship, in this dead-end job. You know, some of these people, that coworker who's been there for 20 years, they are a precursor to what you would have been had you stayed there. You know, think about the old heads at the bars. No offense to anybody who likes to go out, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't want to be, for me personally, I don't want to be, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, because there's a lot of people who have a lot of fun going out, but I just know a lot of people who, you know, they're at the bars every weekend, they're single, they don't really have a lot going for them, and, you know, I just don't feel like doing something for 20 years and never finding a family or making your own family is the lifestyle that I want. I'm not saying that there's not anything wrong with, you know, going out to the bars every weekend or weeknight or whatever. Whenever you go out, I don't care what you do with your life. That's on you. But that's not the lifestyle that I want to have for me, because I don't think that that is going to yield the type of personal happiness that I'm looking for. So I abandoned that lifestyle, and there's a lot of people I know who still live like that. And it's like, it's hard to be friends with people like that, because I don't want to like rain on your parade, but also like I'm not going to join you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even when I was deep into like my drinking, I preferred to just stay at home by the time I was like late 20s, just because there wasn't nothing for me at the bars that I hadn't already experienced, to be honest with you. It was just, you know, to me, it's just the same person in different skin. You know, a lot of us are like that. A lot of us, We're just all the same person, just in different skin. That's what I learned when I went to treatment. It was like listening to these people's stories about their lives and what they had been through, and just like the commonalities between, like, you know, addiction, trauma, rejection, abandonment, not feeling like you belong in the social group, or not, like, the feeling of not belonging in general is a very, very common thing within addiction communities. Like, just feeling abandoned, unlovable. You know, a lot of people don't like to talk about these kind of things because it's so painful, right? And we're not really taught to talk about these things because it's, what's the word? It's just a little, you know, off-putting for some people. But, you know, you recognize that, like, your life was going to be filled with all of those miseries, and you would have just been faking it. Like, how many people just wake up and just fake being happy just to get through the fucking day? You know, that person who's like overly happy, like 11:11 was just on the clock. That motherfucker is like two bad things from like snapping and like the whole building. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be careful with them people. The ones who just like, hi. I'm like, oh my God, you are like one tragic incident from just snapping. Okay. But, you know, people like me, I'm like, I'm very transparent. How are you doing today? I'm Colin, you like, you don't want to be at work today? I don't. What are you waiting on? The bell to ring to go home. Like, you know, I just tell it how I feel. And anyway, you know, not to say that I don't ever get sad, but I was like, look, I don't want to hate my life. I don't want to be depressed. And I know you all, you know, it is just, you're walking away from a lifestyle that you know isn't going to bring you happiness. And I'm not saying that if you go to the bars every night, you're, you know, a very unhappy person. I'm not saying that. But I am saying if you need to drink every single day, it's probably time to start addressing some deeper wounds that you have within you, because that's not healthy. And I'm learning that, like, 10 of Wands here and the Judgment here. So this person has a lot of burdens to lay down. I feel like you doing you is actually helping a lot of people here see how they live their life. And I think you're creating a lot of change for yourself and for others. For some, you know, fuck them, who cares? But for you, what I really care about is you. I see you, girl. You know, you're shedding light on the things. You know, people may have told you one day, like, oh, you'll never get married, you'll never have a family, you'll never have kids, you'll never be the successful business person, you'll never have the, you know, the $1 million yacht, boat, whatever you want. Someone could have really put you like in this box. And what you did was you decided to not live your life on someone else's terms. You're really cutting people out, and you're being directed to a new way of living here with this Three of Wands. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is basically trying to keep you from backtracking. Okay, call it just like a shut-off valve, where it's just like, no, you know, you don't want anything to disrupt your happiness. Exactly, because there's a lot of shit that you are balancing and harmonizing here. The angels are working with you with this. The Temperance card to me also speaks of letting the divine come in between and just being patient and allowing things to come as they need to come, and not trying to force a narrative, not trying to force something here, but just doing things that feel natural to you without it seeming forced or inauthentic. You know, in Temperance also, I feel like this card signifies healing within, doing things in moderation and balance. So maybe, you know, here coming up let's say you took a long break from smoking and drinking. Well, maybe here in the future you've learned a good balance of like, okay, you know, the boys' trip is this weekend and we're going to, I don't know, Cancun. Now, I'm not gonna go to Cancun and just sit there and look like a goddamn fly on the wall, be, you know, buzzing off. If I want to have a drink, I'm gonna have a fucking drink. If I'm going on vacation in Cancun, okay? I'm just telling like it is, right? I'm being honest. And I think that's what temperance is about. It's about being balanced. It's about moderation. It's not saying no completely. It's okay if you want to go down to the Piggly Wiggly for a drink with your buddies every now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have a family and still have a social life. You know what I mean? Like, this is the balance. But right now, you're in this. You shut the door so you can really sink your teeth into something here. It's like you're cramming. Okay, let's say you put off studying for your test, and you know, you've been getting drunk and high with your buddies and your friends, or you've been so busy playing video games, you've been eating unhealthily, whatever. You've been going real hard in like the fun department. Well, right now you're going real hard in the disciplined department, where you're really focusing on the right thing to do. And then here coming up is going to be like I have a good firm steady ground on, like, okay, I eat, you know, healthy foods. I do this. I eat these grains for breakfast. I eat oats, this, and this. Avocado toast, blah, 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 blah. Healthy. Boom, this is my bad snack. I've learned how to incorporate a snack. Okay, I could do this. I don't have to eat the whole bag of whatever. I could just have the little ones. I start getting the little ones now, and I don't keep the big ones in the house. That way I'm not able to eat it all, you know? Oh, I can't buy ice cream. I can't be trusted with a whole pint of ice cream because it's going to be gone in like 2 days. So let me just not even put myself in that situation. But, you know, oh, you know what? Here's the weekend. Let me go ahead and just get this one little pint for the weekend. You know what I mean? Something like that. You're learning how to balance things. So it's not an all or nothing. But right now you are in like an all or nothing with this Three of Wands. You have to be all in. Like, you have to be completely... And I do think some things you will give up like forever. Like, you know, one thing that I can really give up forever is smoking cigarettes. My friend came over and we got, you know, plastered. And this was a few weeks ago before I stopped drinking again. And I had bought a pack of cigarettes because they were smoking. And then as soon as they left, I was like, I don't want this. I was like the first day, I was like, I don't miss smoking cigarettes. I don't miss smoking cigarettes at all. There was nothing pleasurable about it. It didn't, like, I just like, ugh. And this is something like I used to think, thought I was just going to die a smoker, but I was like, I don't like this. And so there are some things here I think that you're walking away from. That's just an example of something like I could totally see myself never, ever, not even like wanting a drag. Seven of Cups here in reverse. So once you learn balance here, you're going to really lock in, focus on what it is. You have a lot of options, but you're figuring out exactly where it is that you want to go, your direction here. Okay, Mercury retrograde has been a real, you know what, it's only been a week, maybe a week, the 9th. From the 9th, yeah, something like that, a little over a week, whatever. But I feel like you have really seen some stuff take off. Like, you've really started to see shifts in people's behavior, both good and bad. Shifts in your behavior, good and bad. I feel like you are really... You're doing the hard work, and I'm proud of you, collective. You know, you're doing the hard work. In the comments, what's one thing that you've really been focusing on? For me, it's like not drinking and getting healthy. Like, I've been going to the gym. Even though this was I did good. I did really good. This is my first week, like, really sticking to my schedule, and I feel I'm actually, like, looking forward to it. And I think the thing that I did differently this time was I didn't overload myself. I didn't make myself, go from 0 times a week to 4 times a week. It's just 3 days. You can go 3 days out of 7, right? I mean, when you were going 0, you were feeling bad. So why should you feel bad if you're doing 3? You can give yourself 3 days, an hour and a half, to really focus on your body and, taking care of it. No matter what it is. It doesn't even have to be going to the gym. It could be going for a walk. It could be whatever it is. Just focus, breathing exercises. You had a lot of success here. 6 of Wands with the Sun card. Wow. And the Justice here at the bottom of the deck. Listen, y'all, you guys are great. Like, I don't even want to, I don't want to brag or nothing. But, 6 of Wands and the Sun card here. You were on, the top of the world at one point in your life here. Recently. You've been feeling it. Like, you've been feeling so good, so happy. Things have been going so great for you. But what happened? Because there is some reservation here. It's almost like you're waiting for the other shoe to fall. Nine of Cups here. I feel like what you're being protected from with this Knight of Swords here in reverse is the energy from people here who don't share the same value as you when it comes to what it is that you want in life. People are really good at pretending to be supportive of you, and not just you, but just like, oh yeah, that's great, awesome. They're like, that's never gonna work. That's a dumb idea. And with this Knight of Swords in reverse and this Nine of Cups here, I feel like you have this laser focus of like, this is what I want, or maybe you are so passionate about what you want, you haven't really planned and diverged on how you're going to really get there. But I see that this is something that just brings you so much happiness with the Nine of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. This is like, for some reason, you feel like it's not taking off. Like this, it's been a loss. Like you feel like you're in a, like you have to walk away from something here. You have to turn something down. Like, it's almost like, can you give me one more to explain this Ace of Pentacles in reverse? Okay, that makes sense here. Okay, so what's kind of keeping your blessings from really popping off right now is that there are people in your energy field that you got to shake off, because this Six of Pentacles in reverse is like you are still around people that are leeches. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is lopsided love. This is someone here who is not a team player. This is someone here who is, yeah, not a team player. Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Someone here who is a mooch. And Spirit really does not want this person in your energy, because this person, they can't ruin anything, because first of all, it's not going to even come in until they're completely gone. This person is like siphoning. This person is trying to siphon your energy. Someone is definitely pulling on your energy, and it is creating delay. How do you cut that off? Don't acknowledge this person. Don't give this person any of your attention. Allow yourself to just really just... Page of Cups here. Yeah. It came out reverse, and then it's turned upright. I think... Okay, so this is the kind of person who, they'll get rowdy, they'll act all like immature and stuff with you to get what they want. Like, they don't know what they're doing. But then when that doesn't work, they'll come in and act right, but they're still acting. So I think you know who this person is. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. So this is someone here who, they want what you have. I don't know. But this person feels entitled to what you have. This person wants... Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. You need to cut this person off. Alright. They know it's coming too. Someone from your past, childhood, siblings, cousins, family members, brothers, aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers, grandparents, maybe. Someone is... You have angels, loved ones here. They've been trying to work on these relatives of yours too, but they just don't listen. So they gotta go back on the clearance rack. There's nothing that you need to do about it. I almost get the energy of they don't want you to enable their behaviors, so they're kind of like making sure that, because this person has the potential to really, you gotta be careful who you're around. You know, the wrong spouse, the wrong friends, the wrong people in your field can really get you caught up. If you're not protective, if you're not, you know, really, like, one thing I'm learning is I have to be more discerning when it comes to, because I'm a very approachable, likable person, I think. And so, like, I really am good with, like, connecting with, talking with people. But sometimes people, you know, people be having, like, ulterior motives. Maybe I don't need to be assuming that everybody I meet, and I don't. I really don't. I'm not letting this get my head that big, okay? But I'm saying that, like, I have to know when to turn my energy back on to me, because I pour so much out as a, you know, as a tarot reader, as a medium, as someone here who is really looking to help the world. I care so deeply. So it's and some people, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, feel like I'm a fake or a phony or disingenuous, and you know, that's up to them, honestly. Like, I can't change how you feel about me, nor do I need to care. But I do see the Wheel of Fortune, I'm sorry, not the Wheel of Fortune, the World here in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles here. So this flew out. So there is this energy around you, the spirit, the spirit of poverty, the spirit of lack. the spirit of just despair. You know, this is despair. One of the Eternals, or what was she? One of the, what was that show called? The Dream, the Sandman. What were they called? Not the Eternals, the Forevers. I don't remember. But this is like the spirit of despair. This is like very, there's someone around you who is just melancholic. You know, they keep up problems. They keep up bullshit, you know, and they want to anchor themselves to you. They want to anchor themselves onto you. And they feel like you're getting away, you know? And you get, I got a couple people like that. And you know who these people are because you will they just, when they're around you, you just kind of want to leave. You just want to get away from them. Like, you don't even know why. Like, this person just, for some reason, they just, like, make you uncomfortable now. Like, they just make you feel uncomfortable. Like, you just, like, and this person, the King of Cups and the Judgment card here. You gotta make a decision, bro. Girl, them. You gotta make a decision. And I think just keep giving it time. Be patient here. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You know, you could be afraid of people trying to tarnish you or do something to retaliate against you, post like revenge porn or yeah. Don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about any of that. You're fine. You're protected here. Yeah. Nothing to work out there. You just really need to just turn away. Ooh. Spirit is telling you to just really, like, don't entertain people from your past who have hurt you. Leave all that behind with the Five of Wands here. No more fighting. Just don't engage, avoid, block, become disinterested. You know, just, I honestly would just act like I don't even know these people. Because, you know, you just don't need that kind of energy around you. It's not conducive to, you know, successful outcomes. When you think about successful people hardly talk about, you know, oh man, like, you know, I really wish I had, you know, stayed at that one job and continued to just, you know, make everyone feel comfortable and like, no, like they had to like crack a few eggs. You had to boss up. You had to walk out. You had to leave. You know, you had to make some hard decisions. You had to say no. You had to say yes. You had to move. You had to, you know, make a big change to get to where you are. And I don't think you need to feel guilty. Strength card. It took a lot of courage to do what you did. Wow. You have Palo Santo. You have made some tough decisions in your life that a lot of people couldn't, and you took it on the chin. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people don't just quit their jobs and, you know, pursue a YouTube insurance lifestyle. You know what I mean? Oh, here comes some hater. You got somebody in the past, like, damn, like, I should have jumped on that train. I should have did that. Like, I should have did what Collectives is doing. Like, I could be doing that. You really got somebody in here just like pocket watching. You got people out here just waiting for you to. They're just waiting for something to just not go right your way. Ain't that crazy? Like, Exactly. The Fool. You said, I'm over it. You don't even care, man. Here's the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Six of Swords. These people are like... they're trying to like act like they're walking away, but they want to leave something here for you. Oh yeah, because these people really want to come back. They want to come back when there's 10 of Pentacles. These people want to keep a door. They want to keep they want to have access to you. So they want to put you in some type of illusion, some type of false sense of reality with them. Like this is a secret enemy. You know what I mean? Like this is a frenemy. And what they're really doing, instead of actually supporting you, they're just trying to get front row seats to the crash out. Instead of actually being supportive, they're trying to get front row seats to the crash out that they think that's going to be you. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. And you're not about to crash out. You know, you're not this immature, stupid, naive person that this person is trying to like manipulate. You could have had people here who thought you were dumb, who thought you couldn't do anything right, who thought that you would just be sad and unhappy by now. And the truth of the matter is, they're the ones that's going to be unhappy because all they're doing is propelling you even forward with all that negative hate. With all that negativity and hate that they are sending towards you, you're transmuting that, you're alchemizing that. You don't even know, but you're just a natural alchemizer maybe. With the Temperance card here, you definitely could be just someone who just knows how to, you tell me no, I'm going to try even harder. You say, oh, you can't do that. Oh, I'm going to try even harder to do it now. And it's not even because you're like a competitive person. It's just like no one tells me what I can and can't do but me. And you got that spirit in you. Ooh, damn. That flame jumped up. You feel that, huh? Nobody tells me what I can and can't do but me. And what they're afraid of is this. They're afraid of you getting this wish fulfillment here. This happy... Don't make that face. They are so worried that you have actually found the fucking cheat code to happiness. The plot twist is there's no cheat code. Cheat code is hard work. And like a just gargantuan amount of self-belief and discipline. That's it. You don't need... That's the secret formula right there. Like a large amount of self-belief, hard work, and discipline. That's pretty much it, Take it how it resonates. I mean, there's also factors that help, like, we're not even going to go there. I don't want to sound like an ableist either. I don't want to sound like someone who doesn't acknowledge that some groups of people have a less equitable advantage towards prosperity, economic, look at me sounding like a damn PSA. Page of Swords in reverse. Girl, they on here. They on the internet looking at you. Spying on your ass. Keep looking. But, I understand that there are, I'm a black man in America. Trust me, I get it. The struggle is real. All right, I don't need to sit here and be like, just pick yourself up from the bootstraps. I trust me, I got it. I understand. It's not lost on me. I'm not saying that, everybody's got to just live, love, and light and just manifest everything. I had to go to the freaking Labor Ready, and I had to go wait in line with people on drugs to get day work so I could pay for my schooling. I worked a full-time job. I was taking 18, 21 credit hours so I could still graduate. So, got it. Trust me. When you want something hard enough, I just believe when you want something hard enough, you'll figure it out. It's going to be hard. I didn't have people... My parents didn't pay my tuition. They playing with me. Had to verify my pass for every semester. They dropped my pass. It was just like, they was just, it's a pain in the ass. But I still did it. I pulled through. I pushed through. I didn't give up. You're not a giver-upper. You have grit, and don't let these people play you. Don't let these people tell you that you didn't earn your right. You didn't earn your bragging rights. You didn't earn this. You didn't earn that. Fuck them. They don't know what you did. They weren't there at every single option and at every single turn and every single event in your life. People only see your choices. They don't see the options you had. I love that phrase so much. And it's so true. People only see the choices you made. They didn't see the options you had. They don't know that you grew up with, a single parent, and you were sometimes having to like help out around the house and do certain things. These people don't know shit about what you really go through because you don't look like what you went through. If I was to sit there and tell my host, they'd be like, "What? You? Mm-hmm." Trust me. And you don't need to explain yourself to anybody. Okay? Alright. Yeah, I'm loving y'all so much. I'm loving these daily Aries Gemini collective readings. I'm gonna start throwing in some other signs too. Because, expansion is my middle name. Collective readings is my game. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a part of this community. I know you all are enjoying this, so go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know what you thought. Before we go, I am going to give you some Moonology oracle cards for, clarity, advice, yada yada. Communication is key. New Moon in Gemini. So, your communication style is something here that has really helped you. The way you communicate is effective. The way you communicate is, it is created you could be someone who you're going to make money based on like how you communicate, either like through like talking, podcasts, speaking, internet, whatever it is. You need to be someone who talks and deals with people. You need to communicate your desires, your goals, your needs, because you are someone who is very talented. And like you could have the gift of gab, you could have the gift of oration, just the ability to just like talk and just have things flow very naturally. You could be a channeler as well. Just show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. When the hell is that? That's during Leo season. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you have really, May, new moon in Gemini, that would have been back in May. Full moon in Aquarius, that would have been like in July, August. So between May and August, there's been radical changes in like your communication styles as far as you like addressing your needs and wants and goals and desires here. And and then you've been also pulling back on who you tell that kind of stuff to as well. Have faith in your dreams. I love this. Waxing crescent moon. So, you really got to just hold on to the vision. There's another card that I kept seeing in this Moonology for Gemini. If you're a Gemini, that will resonate with you. Or with that Aries that got it. Aries or Gemini, that one will resonate with you deeply. Alright. Let me get two more. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. So prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. That's going to be in May, April, end of April, early May. So that's when things are really going to pop off. That's when you're going to really start to see the fruits of your labor. Whatever it is that you're doing, your side business, your side hustle, your main hustle is going to really like take over, man. Right now, we're still in the infancy, okay? Still trusting in the dreams. We're still building up. But here's the thing, though. You are going to be successful. But when you get there... let me rephrase that. Don't let pride get in your way. So around February, okay, next February, full moon in Leo, I want you to just stay humble, practice gratitude. Know that whatever you are doing, you're not an imposter. This is not imposter syndrome. You are not lucky. You have done the hard work. You're blessed. And you are very talented. You have gifts. You have skills. You have abilities that only you can show the world. And you deserve to be here. And you deserve to be protected. And that's why things have been working out the way they have. You may not understand why you didn't get that certain job that you thought you really wanted. You don't understand why these people aren't texting you back. But it's going to make sense. It's going to make sense. Sooner than later, it's going to make sense. Okay? And you have so much to look forward to. Just keep looking forward. Okay? And don't worry about the past. Yes, you were happy in the past. Things may not seem as good as they could be right now. But I'm promising you, you got this. Just keep going. Okay? All right. Well, guys, I love you. Until next time, drink water, be safe, and peace.